Yo, what's going on, guys? Currently in a caddy, and you probably know why. As you can tell from the title and the thumbnail, it's a pretty fun video today. The caddy is getting lowered, but for some reason my 17mm impact socket has gone missing for the wheel bolts. So I'm just currently going to Halfords. I'm going to pick up a new 17mm socket, and I'm also going to pick up a bit to enable me to put that socket on my impact driver. I think it will just be a lot easier, one, for getting the wheels off, and two, there might be a few rusted bolts, so that might need a bit of persuasion. So we're off there now. But anyway, I will catch up when we're back at home. See you in a bit. So then, we're back home. Caddy's on the drive. This is its current state. I will put some photos in, before and afters, but we've got the interesting, the fun stuff right here. I've opened it and I have started to put the new top mounts on. It's loose though, it's not on properly. Just wanted to sort of get a feel for it, but then I had to go and buy Swan next spanner. So that's why that is not finished. But yeah, quickly we're going to get the van jacked up, and then we'll do the rear first. Hopefully get front and rear done today. But I'm on my own, so I'm going to get the rear done 100%, and then possibly tomorrow, Wednesday maybe, get one of the lads round to help me with the front. Surprisingly, the back actually looks the easiest, and I think that's why I'm doing it first. But my plan will be, because you can get the adjustment, I'll do the back, I'll put it on the highest setting, so it doesn't look too dissimilar to the front. And then obviously when we then do the front, I'll set the back then to how I want it. But this thing's going to be as slammed as possible. So I haven't actually got to take my shirt. Well, I'll probably do it in the house somewhere, but I can't be able to get it. This is the state of it right now. Snap spring, very rusty. This is the ride height as well. 1.5 fists maybe a bit less on the front. And then, what's that? 2 maybe on the back. So this is my scale. There's no point in measuring it. You can visually see that it's very, very high. Not cool, not fun. And I guess you will see the difference after. Yeah, this is it. Big monster truck, and hopefully it's going to be a stanced after. Right, so it's in gear, chopped off the front wheels. Going to get up in the air now. Mine is actually a low line jack, which isn't the best for high vehicles. So worst case scenario, we've got this, wrap that on there, try and get a bit more height, but we'll see how well that works. Need to get this thing pretty high. Oh, saying that, I ain't even taken the flipping, I ain't loosened off the wheels yet. That'd probably be smart, wouldn't it? I don't even know if we've got a knife or anything, so there we go, that'll do. And then you just pull it, don't you? Oh yeah. Oh, there's another one there. Jesus. There we go. Off. Especially when it's been on. Oh, hurt my knee. A bit of a clean before they go back on. Right then. Oh, that. Come off dead easy. Surprised at that. Oof, that bump stop's been seeing better days. Good job, it's going to be getting cut. Right then, safety first. When you're working on cars, I don't care how nice your wheels are. I'd rather smash up my wheels than my face. Safety pin in, because we do not want jacks failing on us. No, no, no. No, we do not. Ooh. Okay, so I actually left my mic on my coat and I took my coat off, and I didn't realise until quite a bit later. But all I'm doing in this is telling you what I'm going to be doing. So basically, we need to cut the bump stops down. The shocks need to come off. I also need to take the standard shackles off, and then release the rear and most likely the front of the leaf springs. Just showing you the underneath now, so you can see the state of the axle and well, I guess all of the rust. I mean, you can see here how rusty those shackles are. I am so happy that they are no longer on the van. I mean, look at this heat shield as well. It's in bits. But to be honest, for the age of the van, it is not too bad. It's not the worst car slash van I've seen of that age and mileage. We're getting straight into it now. So I'm just putting the WD-40 on, and then we'll skip to the next bit. So there's actually no sound again for like another 2 minutes. But this is the early signs of the struggles you are going to see in this video. If you like to see people struggle, then trust me, you need to watch till the end. This shock gives me nothing but hell. Nothing. I definitely didn't enjoy it, but now I'm watching it back, it is actually quite funny. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Right guys, you've had no audio for all that because I just realised I took my coat off and my microphone was on my coat. Probably a good thing though, because you haven't heard me singing. So it's not always a bad thing. Oh, that's not going to fit, is it? The breaker bar does not fit. Oh no. Fits on it. That's about it. I don't want peace. I want problems always. Oh, if only that were true. I'm gonna have to go get an 18mm spanner, aren't I? How do I need tools already? Right, think. What can we do? What can we do? I need an 18mm spanner. 18mm, where are you? This right here is why I need my impact. I might have to go get the bit. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think that's actually moving. Need to, I don't even know if you can see this or not, yeah. You need to experience how hard this is. I've got this, the brake bar won't fit. Little, well, what I'm using as an extension. The bolt's almost out now, and look at this. Mate, I need an impact. I can't do this for everyone. Okay, so after much struggling, it's one out, hanger's out, just that bolt's a bit stuck. I need to line it up with that hole, but I'm going to get that side out first and then see if I can line it up to get the bolt out. And then I don't know if I need to drop the other side completely. I'm kind of hoping I don't, but we'll see. Okay, so both sides are off. Now I'm going to tackle the shocks again. I've left them for a while with WD-40 on them, and then if I need to, I'll loosen them. I don't think I need to drop them. I hope I don't. but I guess we'll see, because I do need to try and get the axle on top. So maybe I do. We'll see anyway. I have not got my mic on. I'm a bit of a mess. Look at my hands. But we've run into a bit of a problem. I'm trying to take this shock off down here, but as you can see, this bolt is just rounded off. Tried loads of WD-40. I've got a spanner on one side, but the socket, it just does not want to grip properly, and it's slipping. I don't really know what I'm going to do, to be honest. I haven't got any heat. All I've got is a 12-point socket, so I haven't got any 6-point, which really is what I need. It'd be better. So spanner won't work, it's too tight. Obviously I tried the brake bar on there, but the bolt's just, socket's just slipping. Haven't got any heat, like I said. I tried a 17mm on there, but I can't even smack it on. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I will come back if we sorted out a solution. Wish me luck. Okay, so we're a bit further on now. I've ignored that shock for now. Both leaf springs are off. We're about to flip it over now. So as you can see, I'm about to put these on. Them brackets are on, just loose for now. That leaf spring's back in. I'm about to put the flip on. I'm thinking I might just have to leave the shocks. I do need shorter shocks, really. But yeah, I don't know how it'll affect it, but I might. These shocks, they're not massively shorter, so I'm thinking I might just leave them shocks on for now, because I can't get that one off, and then until a later date where I can either get someone to help me or take it to Pip Automotive, see if he can get them swapped out for me, because he's got a ramp there. Obviously I'm doing it like this on the driveway on axle stands, and it is not fun. I've got tons of cuts all over my fingers. I haven't eaten all day, dying for the toilet, and I just want to get it done, if I'm honest. So although it's not ideal, I'm thinking I'm just going to have to leave these shocks on for now. It is not going to be a long-term thing. I might just have to not have it as low as I want it. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, let's crack on and get it finished, because I need some food and the toilet. As you can probably tell as well, I am well and truly over this. It'll all be worth it though. Catch up later. Well guys, it's currently like 6 o'clock and this is the point I'm at. That's on both sides. These are on, just loose. All I need to do really is go over all the bolts and tighten it all up, and then it should be done. Yeah, so at the moment it's on the one from the top, so it's not quite the lowest. It's one down, which is what everyone says they really put theirs on to match out the front, so I've put it on that for now. Tomorrow I'm gonna go through it all, tighten it all up, get the wheels on, and then I'll do the front. But I'm gonna call it a day for today, because it's getting late. It's been one hell of a day. It's been extremely hard, extremely tiring. I'm aching. I was gonna go gym today, but not a chance now. There is not a chance. But yeah, this is where we're at today. I'll see you again in the morning, and we'll finish the back off and get started on the front. So we're getting excited now. Good morning. It's a new day. Back outside. It's 8 o'clock. So I've had a good sleep and I'm ready to crack on. one done. That was easy. On to the next side. One thing I forgot actually, before we lower it down, one of these wheel speed sensors is dodgy. I'm getting an ABS light. Can't remember which one it is, so I'm just going to check which one it is and I'll get to replacing it. It's this one, the rear right. And this is the culprit, as you can see. Good thing is, it's just behind here. And I think it's an Allen key. So, little screwdriver, get the connector off first. Done. Let's drop it down. Oh wow, that is lower. Most definitely lower. This side is definitely lower. Hopefully that side has matched it now. Let's do the test. It's not even one fist. It's about 2 fingers now. I don't know if you can see at the front, but look at the gap there compared to that. That is cool. Right, let's move on to the front. Okay, so to get to the top mounts, under there, had to get wipers off, scuttle panel off. I'll probably have to move this brake fluid reservoir. Okay, they're off. Bolts back on. It does just take a bit of force. You've got to grab it, pull it and twist it up as if it's wiping, and then it'll go loose then, you just shimmy it off. So it wasn't actually that bad. I think I've just been a bit of a wimp before. Next things, I think there's some bolts under here. Yeah, so stuff like that bolt there, little screw there. Take this off as well. I think might have to take that one off there, maybe. We'll see, but yeah, there's a few bolts there as well. So I'm gonna get you set up and start undoing them. There we have it. Scuttle panel is removed. Oh, that looks good. I don't know where that's from, but it looks important. So if anyone knows where that should be, please let me know. I want to keep that and put in the comments if you know where it goes, because like I said, that looks very important. Flip the van around, I'm going to get it up in the air now, and this impact bit should help me a lot and save my hands, hopefully, if I can get it into places. Anyway, let's get it up in the air and start work. Okay, so up in the air and wheels are off, put them back in there. Let's put the wheel under just in case, but this is how we're looking. I'm hoping I don't have to disconnect the drive shaft. But we've got this bolt here, undo that, undo this drop link, we're going to replace that as well. So I think it's literally, I think that's all it is. Undo that, undo the drop link, undo the top mount, and then it should just wiggle out. I'm really hoping I don't have to disconnect the drive shaft because I wasn't able to get the right size socket. But we will see. And it seems to be coming off. Quick update again, the wiper motor's out the way. It's just 3 T30 Torx bolts, easy to get out. I'll do it with the impact. So now that strut tower is free. Let's get on doing it. Guys, my microphone's died, so hopefully the audio is not too bad. I am filthy. I've hit a bit of a sticking point today. So I haven't got the socket to take the drive shaft off. This is a 24mm 12-point socket. Everyone I know has got 6 points, and I can buy 6 points, but for some reason I can't get a 12-point until tomorrow. Another thing which is really annoying is on both sides of the strut. One of them on both sides, the same one, is spinning. It isn't a common thing with these, but you see that nut up there, that nut is just spinning, and you cannot get a socket on that side. The only option is, well, to cut it off really. All my tools are on site, so I don't have my grinder with me. I tried to drill it, drill bits kept snapping, top and bottom. I can't even get a drill on top of the bolt anyway because of this. So tomorrow I am meant to be getting my tools from site. So yeah, I'm meant to be getting my tools from site tomorrow. So I'm just gonna have to hope that I can get my grinder either in there or underneath to get that strut out. I'm not bothered because I've got new strut bolts anyway. But the only other thing is obviously the drive shaft. I do need to get the drive shaft out. I'm getting an impact gun off one of my mate's dad's tomorrow. My impact gun's not very good. His is better apparently, so hopefully it does work. But yeah, I need to get the drive shafts out. I tried to do it without, but I need them out. So they're coming out tomorrow. Hopefully I can, like I say, I can grind that off tomorrow, and then the new struts will be in. I have actually put the top mounts on the new shocks, so they are ready to go. They're set at the lowest setting. But yeah, it's about 4:30 now, and I'm going to just clear up for today, leave the van on the jack stands overnight, and hopefully I'll have a better day tomorrow. Anyway, almost there, but I'm going to clean up, go inside, and back again in the morning. Okay, so here we are, day 3. The van's still in the air. Both sides are almost done. Well, say almost done. I've almost got them out. Obviously my issue is, like I said yesterday, on either side the top mount, one of the top mount bolts is spinning, so I have to grind it out today. I did actually pick up a grinder from my mate's dad yesterday, but I've just got my tools this morning, so I've got my own grinder, which I'll use that. I've also bought a few tools, like I've bought the right size spline bit for the other side of that knuckle where the shock slides in, because I need to take that bolt fully out, because I'm not sure if it's on these, but on them shocks there's a little piece that sticks out that stops the shock from coming out if that bolt's still in, and that bolt's seized, so I need to get the impact on it with that spline bit and get it out. I've also got these little things, which is like it's a suspension splitter tool to split the knuckle. I've got that, and I've also got a 24mm 12-point bit. Whilst I'm here, actually, let's make sure it fits. This is for the drive shaft. There we go, perfect. A lot of people have told me you don't need to drop the drive shaft out, but there'll be a lot of wrestling which I just can't be bothered for today. So I'm just going to drop it out. For the sake of one bolt, I'm just going to drop it out. Another good thing is, my mate's dad has given me this big boy impact, which is, well, should do the job when taking that drive shaft bolt out. If not, I will use a breaker bar, but I'm hoping to use that because I'm done with this manual labour stuff, man. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we'll be done today. I'm going to put one of the top mount bolts back in because someone has recommended to put at least one bolt back in when you're taking the drive shaft out so that the whole thing doesn't just drop on you. I don't have a torque wrench, so there's no torque specs around here. It's a driveway build. But anyway, let's get to it. Okay, so first things first, gloves on. It is raining and this also quite windy. This tripod is not the best and it does tend to fall over. So I don't know how much footage I'll actually get of me doing this sort of stuff. When I'm down low it should be okay, but for now I might put the camera away because I don't fancy breaking my phone. But I'm going to grind these bolts out. It's a very tight space, hope they can get in there, but I'm sure we'll get it done. Hey guys, I've got a little update. I'll just flip the camera. Here we are. So I've made a little bit of a mess, but the bolts are out. Look, I've nicked it with the grinder there. Same on this side. But it's such a tight space. It hasn't compromised it, you know, it's only a little nick. But it is out. I've put one bolt back in. Well, you can't even see it, but just behind there is a bolt back in. I've just put a bolt back in to hold it up. I've now got the jack underneath. Look at these after the rain. I've now got the jack underneath to hold it because it wants to drop now. I am now going to take this bolt out, get the separator, use that, and see if finally we can take the strut out. And then it's the easy part, is putting it all back in, putting new stuff in. Okay then, let's try and get this out. I was meant to buy some more WD-40 today, but I forgot. So, oh well. We're stuck without it. But I'm sure this will work. Get this big boy in. Oh my god. I just wanted to jump out then. What the hell? Don't feel to me like that wants to go in. Right, 1 second. So guys, one bolt is out on the right hand side. Right there. But I've had a bit of a problem with the other side and it snapped. So I'm gonna have to, I've tried to drill it out, but it doesn't seem to be working. I've had a bit of advice of someone off one of the caddy groups, and they've said I've just got to drop the whole hub. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to have to drop the whole hub, and I'm either going to get a new hub for that side, or if I can get the bolt out, I'll just get a new bolt. But either way, hopefully we'll be almost there today. But yeah, so caliper's got to come off, and then what else? Yeah, caliper off, brake disc off, hub off, and then we'll go from there. Okay then guys, passenger side, that's all off, drive shaft is out, and we have the hub completely off. Now I need to try and extract that. I've got 2 new bolts, one from VW, the other one was from Audi. So new bolts for both sides. I looked at a new hub, but the new hub was about £400. So no, I'm going to try and get that out. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I will try my best. And then we'll get this out, the new one in. We'll get that side finished, and then I'll move on to the next side. Right, we've got Kyle now with his head in the footwell. We've almost done. I've just had to cut this off, this old drop link, because it did not want to come out, but we're almost there. Whoa. Alright, it's not smoking anymore. I ain't touching it though. It's off. Yo. It's finished. And it is way lower than I thought it was going to be. I actually might struggle on speed bumps. So you know before, yeah, I could fit about 1.5 fists in. Now it literally is about 2 fingers, front and rear. And they're 15-inch wheels, man. But the only thing that was worrying me is how close that is. And those leaf springs. I might struggle on speed bumps, but we will see. All we got to do now, yeah, is get this scuttle panel back in, and it is finished. I can go for a drive. Mate, that's unreal, that is. I no way I expected it to be that low. Right. Oh my god. Don't want my hair. It's pretty mental today. But it is day 4, and yes, the caddy is technically done. No, it's back on its 4 wheels, looking really good. But we took it on a test drive yesterday, and we realised that there's something rubbing. There's a bit of a knock at the back end as well, so I'm gonna get the back up. But yeah, there's something rubbing on the passenger side front. I don't know what it is. It sounds like metal on metal. It does even sound a bit like the heat shield rubbing on the brake disc. But when you turn right, it goes, and there is a bit of a clunk. So I don't know. I'm gonna get it back up in the air and have a look. Hopefully it's something simple, like just adjusting the drop link maybe. But we'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna get it back up in the air and hopefully I can get it fixed today. I'm hoping I haven't damaged the drive shaft or anything, because I've taken them out, but then obviously they were just hanging. I mean, surely that wouldn't affect it, but you never know, do you? Anyway, let's get the front back up in the air and take a look. Right guys, I have found the culprit, but it's a bit strange. Oh god. So yesterday, when I turned right, the sound went. Well, I say that, the scraping went, but it was still making a bit of a weird noise, so maybe it was getting closer. But I'll show you now. This is sort of what I hoped, and you can see this line here. I'll bring it around here. So it's actually the anti-roll bar. You can see that there. He's scraping on the drive shaft. And I reckon when you turn right, it gets closer. Turn left, it gets further away. I have put weight on it with the jack, and it wasn't quite getting close enough, which is strange. But from what I think, I just need to lengthen this. The only reason I shortened it is because these are 30mm shorter than the other ones, so I did these 30mm shorter, but I'm just going to put them back to standard length and go from there, I guess. But I'm glad it is something like this, and it's not, you know, I've actually seriously damaged something. Yeah, so I'm going to get the spanners back out, readjust them to the original length, like I said, and then go from there. And then the back, I'm going to go over everything on the back with the impact as well, just because there's a slight knock. But the knock could just be the wheels, because I didn't tighten up the wheels properly. I literally just did them up with a ratchet and went out for a quick drive. So the knocking probably is going to be the wheels. We will see. I don't know why my phone's always almost dead. Anyway, I have lengthened the drop links by 15mm. So they were what was it now? I can't remember what length they were. Either way, yeah, they're 15mm longer on each side. They've only got 10mm either side on the threads. So if this doesn't fix it, then I think I'll have to get some longer anti-roll bars, which doesn't make any sense because they're only 15mm shorter than the original ones. I'm surprised if they need to go back to original length because it has dropped a considerable amount. If it doesn't work, the only other plan of action would be to heighten the suspension a little bit. I don't want to do that, but if it needs to be done, then it needs to be done. You know, I need it to be functional still. I don't want to be going through drive shafts, do I? And also, it is a horrible screech, which I do not want. So, hopefully, this sorts it. Alright, we have come to a sad conclusion. It's now not hitting the drive shaft, but I don't know if you're about to see. Well, you can see how close that is to the lower arm. It's now hitting that lower arm when I'm going over bumps, and it looks like there's more space than there is, but yeah, I think it's even closer this side. But look, you can see, so it's far enough away from the drive shaft now, just there. But yeah, it's hitting that lower arm. So my only other option, now is to just raise the ride height, because these are 15s and it's on blocks at the moment. It does sit a bit lower than this when it's down, and it should never sit this low on 15s. So my plan anyway is to get some bigger wheels. I'm gonna have some lunch and then I'm just gonna raise this 10-20mm maybe, just so then I can clear both the drive shaft and the lower arm as well, because right now it clears the drive shaft, but if I raise the suspension, that'll put the lower arm down away from the anti-roll bar, which should then clear. So yeah, time for some food and then we're going to heighten it. This is a very, very long video on the 4th day now, but it is worth it, man. I mean, just look how good that looks. The back's okay. There's a few rattles and stuff, which I don't know what it is because the wheels are tight. I've just went over every single bolt. Every single bolt is as tight as it can possibly be. The only thing I can think is maybe it's because the shocks need changing. So maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's just what happens when you lower it. It's not really annoying, to be fair. It's more the front knocking on the lower arm that's annoying me. But either way, food time, and then I'm just going to heighten it. I've at least got some photos of it slammed to the ground, but it'll still be a lot better than before. And when I get the bigger wheels, it's going to look very, very nice. I think my exhaust or something is hitting on speed bumps. Something's hitting, whether it's the bottom of the bolts on the flip kit or whether it's my exhaust, I don't know, but I'm gonna have a look in a sec when I get out of the car. Morning guys, it's now Saturday. I'm in the caddy and to be honest it's driving okay. Still smooth. There's a little bit of knocking from the back, and like I say, the drive shaft's still rubbing a little bit on the front. But I have really looked up today, so I've bought some relocation plates for the rear to bring the axle back into line, because it's probably 5-10mm forward in the arch. And the guy that I am buying them off, one, literally is round the corner from me, and two, he said that he's got a ramp. So we're getting the caddy on the ramp today. We're going to fit the relocation plates and we're going to adjust the front a bit higher again to just to clear that drive shaft, because I do not want to be replacing drive shafts. It's not the easiest job and it's also very expensive. I'll try and see if I can get a bit of footage whilst it's on the ramp, what we're doing. but we really just want to smash it out as quick as possible. You know, he's doing me a favour at the end of the day, and also he might not want to be on camera, but we'll see anyway. But I will get some shots afterwards, and some videos in the cabin like this driving, so hopefully you'll be able to see and hear, sorry, that there's no rubbing, no knocking, nothing. And then I'll get another walk around video of how it sits afterwards. It shouldn't be too much different. The front still sits a bit lower than the back anyway, so I think raising the front up shouldn't be the amount that I want to. It shouldn't affect the back, but if I have to, then I will just raise the back a little bit as well. It's not the end of the world. I mean, they are really small wheels, so in the future when I have bigger wheels on it, it'll fill the arch gap again anyway. But I'm happy though, man. Yesterday I would have said different, but I drove it to my girlfriend's mum's house yesterday and it seems okay, and obviously I'm driving it right now and it seems okay. It's just them little you know, them little niggles that we need to adjust out. But yeah, after today the van should be, well, not perfect, but the suspension on it should be perfect. Then all it needs is the rear shocks installing, which I'll get done at some point in the future. It doesn't seem to be affecting it right now, so yeah, we'll see what happens. I need to drive this van to Southampton on Monday, so I need to get it good today, because I would drive it to Southampton how it is right now, but with it rubbing on the drive shaft, I don't really want to, because obviously the more it rubs, the more it wears down to the point where it'll just end up snapping when it. Anyway, I'll catch up in a bit. So, caddy's up in the air. First plate's on. Just needs to do the other side and then sort the front out. Right, okay guys. I didn't really want to video too much whilst I was in there, but I think the caddy's sorted. There's still a little bit of a rattle at the back, like a bit of a knock, but we figured out, I think it's the bush in one of the shocks. It isn't very good, so it's a bit loose, but they're getting changed anyway, so that's not the end of the world. And then on the front, it's not hitting the drive shaft anymore. We put some paint on there and it seems to be okay. I can't really hear any noises. The only noise I can hear every now and again is apparently it's just the pads. One of his mates is a mechanic, so he had a look at it for me and he said it just sounds like it's the pads rubbing on the disc, which is good. He said the only other thing it could be is a heat shield rubbing, but I don't think it is that. I could always have another look when it's back in, if I get it back in the air again, but for now seems to be okay. Turning, no noises. But so either way, when I get home I'm going to have a look underneath again, just to see if the paint has been rubbed off. Hopefully it hasn't, but I guess we will see. I think it'll be okay. Oh, tired now. Oh, I need to have some breakfast as well. I say breakfast, it's like, what is it, 25 past 12. I haven't had any food yet. Covered in dirt again today, but it's definitely worth it because relocation kit has been fitted on the rear now, so the axle's in the right position. Those little bolts aren't rattling around anymore, you know, they're all everything's all in the right location now. But yeah, man, just gotta have a look when I get back, like I said, and hopefully that paint on the drive shaft has not been rubbed off. If it hasn't, then happy days. I'm really happy with that. It's then just getting them shocks done on the rear, which I'll get done as soon as I can. He did say, to be fair, if I had the shocks with me, we could have put them on, but I didn't have them with me. They're at home. But it's not the end of the world, is it really? I mean, I'm pretty happy now anyway. I can't be thankful enough to him for letting me use his ramp and obviously providing the plates as well for me. I will actually say I think it handles better than standard. These coilovers, for the price, I cannot knock them whatsoever. Not at all. Very comfortable. I'll get a few shots around the van again when I get back so you can see how it's sitting now. It's a little bit higher than it was, but not too much. But either way, when I get the bigger wheels on it, it'll sort it out nicely. So we've gone a bit higher. Nothing too crazy, but we've gone a bit higher on the front and we've gone a bit higher on the back. It's not that you'd even notice on the back, to be fair. But yeah, man, it's looking good, looking very good. And the verdict is as well, I don't think it's rubbing. No, the right side's definitely not rubbing. The left side, where the noise is coming from, I don't think it's rubbing there either. So, because there's no paint on the, I rubbed my finger down the anti-roll bar where it would hit. There's no paint on there, and I don't think the paint's been disturbed. It definitely hasn't been disturbed on that one, but there was a lot of paint on there, and it's literally still dripping. This one, there wasn't as much paint on, but I don't think it's been disturbed though. So that is good news. It's no longer rubbing on the drive shaft as far as I know. I think the caddy is fixed, and I've just realised. So there's a bit of a noise when I go over a bump. It's like a, I don't really know how to describe it, but I've had a look underneath and it's the bump stops. Even though I've cut the bump stops down that much, they are still hitting when I go over hard bumps. So I think I'm just going to have to cut them off completely. But we'll see, because it is still very low, and when I put bigger wheels on I might have to heighten it a bit, so that might fix it. So we shall see anyway. Got a little surprise as well, but I don't know whether to show you now. I might show you now, I might not. Might be for the next one. Gary, whose ramp I used and who's been helping me out today, has actually given me something. I can't believe it, and I cannot thank him enough. He's probably one of the most genuine guys I've met. He genuinely does just want to help people. He likes helping people, and it's actually quite refreshing. You know, in this day and age, because you don't get many people that just want to help you, do there? There's always like some alternative. What's the word I'm looking for? There's always something they're after, let's say. But yeah, he's massively helped me out. And guys, I think that concludes the video. Caddy is lowered. Hopefully new wheels on it soon. It's looking really good, driving really nice. Can't fault it whatsoever. The only thing I do need to do is cut them bump stops down a little bit more, because it's still hitting on them when you go over a bump harsh. It's okay if you go over it slowly, but I don't want to have to be slowing right down to go over bumps all the time, do I? So anyway, that is it for now. There will hopefully be a video on the car at some point soon, so look out for that one. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.